I'm trying to look. Man,
Oh no, that was your.
I'm not even arguing over it. Just be quiet. It's going to get cleaned up. All right. Now, some people might have had some questions with theoretical probability. All right. What?
I have a question on 12 and 13.
The ones down here?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we got. It says that suppose 250 adults were surveyed. How many would you expect to go on vacation over spring break? Good. That's all right. No, it's a good way to check.
But I got 106.25. I just found that.
I just said 107.
Yeah. Why? Because we're talking about people, right?
Oh.
Right, it doesn't matter. Remember I told you about that. All right. Does anybody else have anything on this particular worksheet right here they'd like me to discuss? And then we're going to get into the word problems.
I just had a question on the word problem.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yes, Mr. Geneline.
Oh, I had a question on. Oh no, it's
Ben. Okay. The experimental probability is 18 out of 30. Do you agree with me? It should be 1/2. Do you agree? You understand what I'm saying, right? But in our experiment, it didn't come up to be 1/2. Do you agree with that? Right. Okay, so now let's look at the word problem. Which one did you want me to take a look at? Yes.
number 2.
All right, let's take a look at number 2. It says a drawer has 15 white, 12, 6, and 2, and 1. Supposedly you randomly draw a pair of socks from the drawer 24 times. You record the color and place the socks back. Predict the number of times you would choose blue. Well, how many blues are in the drawer?
6.
Out of how many? Well, let's count them and see.
Oh, out of 36?
Is that right? Out of 36.
Actually, that may not. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
Right.
it's 1/6.
So, yeah, so we could reduce that down to 1/6. So right now they're saying if you randomly select 24 times,
Maybe 4.
because 24 is the total, right? So it would be 24 down here and X up here.
Yeah.
And again, that's just mental math. Everybody should be able to look at that and just say, you'd probably get 4 blue socks
I
then.
accidentally did white instead of blue.
That's perfectly fine. Usually that's what it is. All right, a reading error more than anything. A reading error more than anything. All right, does anybody have any questions? All right, now I just feel like the review is good. So I want everybody to jump over to the review real quick. And I did number 1 with the other class. So let's go ahead and do number 2 now. All right, I know you may have already done number 1. If you already done number 1, you can check to see if you got the same answer as we got, 17.9. Right? But again, we have a calculator. All right, you're allowed to use a calculator. You should be able to just type it in and divide by the number of numbers. All right, so for question number 2, since we're all kind of working with me together, I'm not going to put the answer up on the board and you just copy it down. Take out your calculator, add everything up for practice, and then you got to figure out what do we have to divide by. How many numbers are there? Somebody tell me how many numbers. How many? I've counted 12 also. So there are 12 total numbers. All right, so help me out now. I want to know what the mean is. Come on, Kate, where's your calculator? We'll go grab one. All right, we'll get it out. Let's go. Come on, we got lots of problems to do today. What did you get?
Would it be 28?
Somebody said 28 so far. Anybody else get something else? Or is that?
That's what I got.
I got
I got 27.9.
Yeah,
27.9.
Yeah.
I
All
got
right.
28.
27.9. And you know how I am. I'm not arguing over the rounding part of it, even though it says round to the nearest what? Round to the nearest tenth. So if you were going to round that to the nearest tenth, just look at your calculator and tell me, would it be 28 or 27.9?
28.
Well, we have some disagreement now.
27.9.
So what was the answer on the calculator? Does anybody still have it on their calculator?
27.9.
27, exactly 27.9?
Yes. No.
Wait.
It was 27.9. No, it was like,
Wait.
yeah, it was. It wasn't exactly 27.
I don't think it was exactly 27.9. Because if you do 27.9 times 12, it doesn't come out to be even a whole number. I want to make sure you're rounding properly because we got ERBs coming up. All right, add that up real quick again, please. And some of you, if you go back on your calculator, we'll let you go back.
Yeah, same here.
I don't.
I don't want anybody to make a mistake on their ERBs because they forgot how to round. So what did it add up to?
I got 33.4.8. 334.8.
Did anybody else get
I
that?
got 27.
That's what I got.
Was it okay?
How many?
And then
that?
I remember.
How many?
Yeah, the real thing that comes out is 27.9.
Exactly.
How many numbers are
So she's right then.
That's what I said.
12.
Wait.
So okay, I'm happy with you, Caroline.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
27.9.
Exactly. Good.
Then
Thank you.
it rounds to 28.
No.
Or it rounds to.
Listen to me. Look what it says up here. That's what we were trying to say. It says round to the nearest tenth. I don't care though if you put 28. I would just say read the directions. Right? Is everybody good with that? All right. Median is the number where? In the middle. So we're going to do number 4 now. All right. If you want to look at number 3. All right. Now, how many numbers are there in number 4, please? You have to put the numbers in order.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
How many numbers are there in number 4? 11. So is there a number in the middle for 11?
Yes.
Yes, it would be the what term?
6 term.
It would be the 6th term. Remember what I'm saying? Remember 5 and 5 on each side. So the 6th term. Now instead of putting the numbers in order, does everybody agree how obnoxious that is, right?
Yeah.
All right, which one is term 1?
17.
Well, we're on number 4.
Oh.
17.
So 17 is 1. Then what?
17.9.
Is 2.
18.3.
3. Then what?
23.
Wait a minute.
20.
Oh, yeah, there's 21.9.
And then what?
23.
And we're still looking for the what term?
6.
So the next one.
26.5.
Anybody else get 26.5?
Yes.
Right, now I like doing that way. I don't like putting the numbers in order. But if you don't know that, or you don't remember that, you're going to get it wrong if you just look to the one in the middle. Does everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, so if you remember on question number 3, there was no middle number, I think because there were 10. All right? So the median for question number 4 was equal to 26.5. Make sure you're good at that. All right? Now mode obviously was the one that occurs the most. The one that occurs the most. So just scan over things. Does anything occur the most?
78.
All right, so mode equals 78. All right, everybody good with that? Okay, number 9. Or number 9, number 8. I'm going to do mean, median, mode. So take out your calculator. Now listen, don't take somebody else's word for it. Please use the calculator. Find the mean. And as soon as you have it, let me know, please. I'm on number 8. How much?
For number 9?
Wait a minute, for number
No,
8.
number 8.
We're on number 8. I think
I
we're
got
doing.
so
Yes, all right, it's all right. Start it over. Please do number 8.
I got 9.35. Yeah, so I rounded it to 9.4.
Well, now listen to me. It's
money.
listen. It's money, so we round to the nearest penny. True. All right. So it was what again?
9.35.
That's what I like to hear. $9.35 because we're talking about money. Now look, I keep trying to tell some of you guys, you got to do it on your own. I want to see the calculator in your hand, punching in little numbers, and don't try to fake me out either. What? Beautiful. That's what everybody else got. 9.35. All right. Now I need the median. The number in the middle. How many numbers are there again?
8.
Ugh. So I need the 4 and the 5th. 4 and 5. So let's figure out which ones that is. What's the smallest?
190.
No, the small.
650.
Yeah, 650. There's 2 650s.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't see. Okay, good. Then
And
the.
then there are 2 8.95s.
Good job.
And then
So
the
then-
second one would be the 4th. And then next is 9.
Is that correct, guys?
Yeah.
So we're looking at the average of 990 and 895. Everybody agree with that?
It should come out to 9.425.
Yes. So we're just going to go ahead and put $9.42, and then that extra 5 is a half a penny. Does everybody agree? So it can't really be a half a penny. So you would just say 9.43. Does everybody agree with that?
Wait, how did you get what was between 8.95 and
You average them. Do 895 plus 990 equals divided by 2. That makes sense?
divided by 2? Oh, yeah, so it's. Okay.
William, what?
Oh, that was my.
Okay. You understand it now, right? If there's an even number of data, you take the 2 middle, divide by 2. All right. So now I'm looking at the range. Let's do number 11.
650 and 8.95.
What?
Oh. What?
Are we on number 11? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I did skip it. So mode. Thank you very much, Caroline.
650 and 95.
So we're allowed to have 2 modes, okay? So I agree the mode occurs the most, and those 2 occur the most frequently. All right, thank you. All right, let's go back down now where I was. Sorry. We're on number 11. How do I find the range?
Subtract the highest and lowest.
Highest and lowest. What is the highest? Scan the numbers.
Minus 50.
94, and the lowest is what?
50. And it's 44.
So go ahead, make yourself a note. 94 minus 50, which is what again?
44.
44. All right, now the reason I'm doing this is because this was from the beginning. All right, and some of you may have forgotten this. All right, we also did some IXL, so I feel pretty good about it. Remember, there was a lower quartile and an upper quartile, and we said, we called it in class Q1 and Q3, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, find the interquartile range. So if you forgot the interquartile range, that's just Q3 minus Q1, or the high minus the what? Low. Now, does everybody understand? That just means we're finding the midpoint how many times? 3 times. You find the midpoint, you find the median, and then you find the median of the lower and the median of the upper. Does everybody agree with that? The pain here is I have to put the numbers what? Yeah, you have to put them in order here. All right, is everybody with me? You have to put them in order. So let me give you, somebody who's good at numbers now. Tell me what's the smallest one.
51.
51, and then what?
53. And 61. 65.
Good job, buddy. 110, and 116. Okay, I think that's important now. All right? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Put the numbers in order. All right, now how many numbers are there?
13.
So there is a middle, right?
Yeah.
So the median right now is what we're looking for. So let's do that. Write down median. Is everybody okay with it being 93? Don't take his word for it. There are how many numbers?
13.
So I need 6 and 6. So it's the what? What term is it? The seventh term. The seventh term.
93.
And the seventh term is 93.
That's my last.
All right? So the median is 93. So now let's do Q1.
How do you do it with the same odd number? You can't really split the stuff in half or 1 more 7.
So what do I do? Remember now, you're just strictly looking at these right here, right?
Mhm.
So how many numbers there?
6.
6. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah. So you cut it down.
So it's the middle of the third and fourth.
So
Now 161, 165, so you shouldn't have to do math. You should just tell me it's automatically 63. Is everybody okay with that?
is it cut between 61 and 65?
Exactly. Now we're looking at Q3.
71 to 7.5.
You should be able to just look at that and tell me it's 107.5. Now if you're not sure, now's the time, because it's between 107 and 108, which is 107.5. And so now the interquartile range
Is 44. Because it's 107.5.
which is what?
44.5.
All right, guys. I really, I mean, if no one tells you what interquartile range is, it sounds complicated. You agree? Sounds complicated. All right? That's why some people sound smart, because they use big words. Right? It means nothing. All right? That's not hard. What?
Wait, so, how again did you get the 60? Is that your, that's your Q. That's your, quotile.
Yes, the median of those first half.
So you minus the, oh yeah,
I average 61 plus 65.
yes.
It's between 61 and 65, so the middle is 63. Everybody happy with that explanation?
Yes.
Okay. 14. Let's do 14. Now on the directions, I want you to cross out outliers. We don't have to worry about the outliers.
Will that not be on the quiz?
No,
I'm going to put, the only question on the quiz has to do with outliers. All right. No, that's a kind of a joke, guys. If I say we're not doing it on the review, then
No, I mean 13.
very good. I like the grammar. I like the grammar back there too. All right, so we're not talking about the outliers. You won't have me ask you about questions, even though you should know what an outlier is. Outlier is just beyond the normal.
Do we have to do that whisker thing?
This is the review. If it comes up on the review, it might be on the quiz.
Why don't we do 13?
We already did 13 with my other class. Remember, we're doing the evens.
Then I just put in order.
All right, here we go. So on 14, this is kind of annoying. Jack, did you get 14 in order yet?
Oh, no, sorry.
Hurry up.
I was doing 13.
We're on 14.
Same.
Who got those numbers in order for me yet?
Like 51, I think.
153,
Oh, you got it? You beat him, huh?
70, then
Wait a minute. Start over. Tell me where we're at. On 14, right?
Well, I'm still doing it in the process, but 51.
Well, that's too slow then.
51.
Jack's almost done.
51, 53, 70, 70.
Hold on, I gotta start. Start over.
Oh, okay.
51 what?
51,
53, 70, 73, 82, 92, 97, 98, then 102, 105, 109, 116,
166.
No,
No, 150,
151,
166, 177. I got it.
What was after 116?
150.
150, then
Thank you,
160.
Kate. Then 166,
177.
then 177. All right, put those in order now. That was so hard.
I know.
Yeah, because you were the one coughing what they said.
All right, how many numbers are there?
A lot.
A lot.
Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50.
I wouldn't take her
1,
word
2,
for it.
15.
1, 2, 3, 4. So the median is 1.
So the middle number would be the
Wait.
The what?
8.
the 8th term,
8.
It's 98.
98.
which
98, that's
is
what I got.
98. All right, so here we go. This is the median. Now, I need Q1. So I'm going to look at these. Bless you.
77.5.
Wait a minute.
Isn't it 73 for Q1?
I think 73 would be Q1, wouldn't it? Is
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
that right?
Yeah.
Q1 is 73. Q3 is what?
116.
116. Bless you.
Ooh.
Interquartile range.
Would be 43.
43.
I think we're good. Anybody have any issues? Any issues? Okay, now I think what I did here is I think I stopped just because I thought that was something that needed to be reviewed because we haven't done it in a while. All right, outside of that, listen, I think what I want you to do is concentrate on the odds for me. All right, I want you to try to knock out the odds. Now, it seems like there's a lot, but when you get down to the probability, it generally is not difficult. All right, it's not difficult. Now, those of you guys who want to start off the semester with a really good score, I would try to do as much as you possibly can. Try to do all of it. Now, if you notice at the end, you can always do what to your work?
Check it.
Check it because I left the answers on it.
What problem